Hello YouTube. Now lately, people have been bashing out on Logan for his recent videos, and I just want to give my take on things personally. Now, first, before I do this, let me explain what kind of a fan I am. I am not the kind of fan who enjoys everything Logan puts out. Example, I hated the drone, but I'm not very harsh on what I want. Oh, sorry.
Now,
I was just reading the comments on Dub's video because sometimes it's funny to do that.
Junior.
Yeah. Okay, let me get back over here. Okay. So, first things first. Like, I'm not very harsh on what I would watch. For example, I actually enjoy Bowser Jr. videos. Not all of them, of course, but I enjoy the premise because I think they can be good or funny sometimes, and even scenes can be funny. So I actually enjoy some Junior videos. I actually really enjoy Chef PB videos. Alright, so let me talk about the down points first, and then I'll end it with the high points. Pardon me, I'm tired. It's late at night. Yeah. Let me think that quick. Now, first things first. He should quit rushing videos. I mean, I get he's kind of in a hurry, but still, he really doesn't have to. Your drone, for instance, I'm going to use that as an example a lot, because that's a perfect example of how Logan should not make a video. That was completely, entirely rushed. It is so obvious. He was rushing it because he's working on all the other videos and he needs to get something out. I understand that. I really do. But at least try to put a little bit more quality into it, or at least something more interesting. Or even add comedy. Logan, you are hilarious. You can be really funny. You're just not utilizing it, especially in the newer one. You know? Just, I mean, you don't even have to be original. If just make something good. I mean, you know what I'm saying? To the series that just stop. Like, there are series that just stop. Now, I know you're working on Stupid and Dumb Adventures, so I'm not talking about that. I know you're working on Luigi's Mansion. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking more along the lines of whatever happened to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Do you even remember that, honestly? Hold on. Now, you haven't made a Chef PB Quits in a while either. Let me quickly go on the Webernet right quick and I'll see. When was it? Oh, I gotta move this on first. Let me respond to that right quick. Okay, now let me get back on YouTube. When was the last time you made a Chef PB Quits? Part 5 was the last part, so please excuse me if I take a while. I don't have good internet where I'm at. Let's talk about another one of Logan's problems while I'm doing this right now. And this has been occurring much recently, but there's been more emphasis on just genericness. You know, I think the really last, like, in my opinion, really good video was the Sticky Situation. Despite its problems, I actually really enjoyed it because it's, well, hilarious, I think. Oh, Pokemon. Pokemon was done a month ago. Well, it's been a month, so I'm not really going to count that. Chef Pee Pee Quits Part 5. That was done 4 months ago. It's been 4 months since you've done Chef Pee Pee Quits, Logan. You know? And you said you were going to make a remake to the Koopa Kids too, and you've said you're going to make a live action series. Here's what I think you're trying to do. And again, this is just purely opinion based, and I understand. I really do. I have actually been there several times. Here's what I think you're trying to do. You're trying to work on 1 or 2 mainstream videos at a time. While you're doing that, you rush junior videos because they're the easiest for you to make. You rush those just so you can get something out there. The strategy would work better if, like, again, I don't mind junior videos. I like junior videos. It would work better, in my opinion, if, how do I say this? You put more effort into the junior videos in general, because you just make them so you can just make them. Like, again, I'm going to use the drone. I'm going to use the drone quite often, because that's just, I rather watch Black Yoshi and the Birds, and I hate Black Yoshi and the Birds. That should tell you something. You're just doing this just so you can get something released and something for the fans to watch. And again, I really do understand that, and I don't think it's a bad thing to try to do. But if you just, God, I really don't know how to say this. If you're just not putting, like, I think you're trying to put effort into it, but it just isn't working. Like, try watching the videos, like, try watching it before you release it, and think in your head, will people like this? Because you're thinking in your own heads. When this is a guess. I'm guessing that you're thinking, well, I think this is alright, so maybe other people will too. And some people would, but there are also people who don't. So try to think of the problems they'll think of while you're editing it or something. And if something doesn't work, you can quickly stop it, don't release it, and try to make another one that you think might hit the nail on the hammer really good. And even if you are a day or 2 late, just say you're going to be a day or 2 late releasing it. And if your fans like saying, like, I'll subscribe, then they're not your fans. They're just watching your videos. You know, all they care about is, like, watching them. They don't care about the time it takes. I'll wait even if you don't make a video for 3 months, I wouldn't care until you release something. And then if you release it, I'm going to say, yay, another video. I'm not going to say, well, it's about time or whatever, because what matters is the video is released. It doesn't matter when it's released or anything. All that matters is it's released eventually, and then I'll be happy. I will not complain about how long it's been or anything like that. That's just an example. But try just putting more effort and think about other people while you're making this, because people's perspectives. It's all in perspective. That's the thing about YouTube business I learned. It's all about perspective. Other people's perspective along with yours. And another problem I've been doing lately is kind of the gross house stuff. Again, I'm going to use the drone, but I'm also going to use a couple of Shrek videos while I'm at it. I don't mind gross out humor, honestly, normally. Like, gross out humor can be funny sometimes. Let me rephrase that. Or let me repeat that. Can be funny sometimes. It all depends on how you play it out, and if it will be funny or not. So far, your gross up humor is just gross, man. It's gross. Absolutely gross. It's not what I would watch at all. Now, I know you're attempting it, and you do try on these at least. Like I'm getting off the last subject. You really are trying when it comes to these, but your biggest problem with that is that, well, I'm sorry, I'm tired. Your biggest problem with that is this, like, good grief. Pardon me, I don't know how to rephrase stuff sometimes. Here's an idea, Logan. Do this. Go on Google, type in how to make gross humor funny. Because gross out humor can be funny. Again, it all depends on how you do it. So far, what you've done so far, it isn't funny. It's just gross. And you're trying, but it just isn't working. So go on Google and see how you can make gross out humor funny. And then if you find a good way to make it funny, then use it. Utilize it the best way possible. You get what I'm saying? 2. Add more variety of characters. Now, this is another way of saying use Junior last, I guess. But again, I don't mind Junior videos, so I'm not going to say it like that because I'll watch a Junior video. But we don't get to see many people anymore. I mean, let's see. Who's the 5 we see most often nowadays? You get Junior, Cody, Joseph. You got Chef Pee, you got the Brooklyn guy, and you got Bowser. Those are the 6 you see more often nowadays in videos. We don't see Mario very often anymore. We don't see... When was the last time we saw Woody? That's a real good question. When's the last time anyone saw Woody? Oh, the lemonade stand. Other than lemonade stand. We haven't had a Shrek video in a while, but then again, the last few Shrek videos haven't been that good. When was the last time anyone seen Strippo Hunter? That's actually a very good question. It's been like a year and a half, more than that, something like that. I don't even remember at all when the last time we saw Strippo Hunter. But even if it is a Junior video, like I'm saying, add more variety of characters. If you add more variety, more people are more determined to watch it. Sorry, my accent always gets out of there sometimes. If you use variety, more people are more determined and more inverse on watching material. It doesn't look as generic as it normally would. What else? You said you were going to be, like, adding new characters and stuff. Personally, I think you have enough characters as it is. I think you'll be fine for quite a while with all the characters you got. Because if you add more characters, we're going to see more characters used less, or not used at all, eventually. And I kind of don't want that. What else? Let me think of something. Hold on. That's all I got, actually. I really have nothing else on the bad things about Logan's videos lately. Let me talk about the good things, though. I'm actually not trying to be mean. I'm being serious. I'm trying to think of something good Logan's done lately. The ideas. His video ideas lately are good, but they're not being played out good. That's the problem. The video ideas are good, but they're not. But he's not utilizing the full potential of the idea. For instance, the drone. Now he could have used that to not just spy on Chef Pee. He could have used it to spy on other characters. He could have used it to like spy on like Shrek in the bathroom, or Bowser doing something weird, or hell, Mario or something, and he could have used it against other characters. They didn't have to chop out their eyes or anything like that, but I'm saying, like, he could have used it to kind of spy on other characters, maybe blackmail someone or whatever. Just use. He could have done that, and that would have been freaking hilarious. Lemonade stand. Junior, I feel like Junior could have done a lot more with that lemonade stand. He could have, with that one glass, he could have tried to come up with like 2 or 3 schemes to try to sell that one glass, other than crying and trying to sell it for $300. He could have done so much more. He could have done so much more when he actually had the lemonade stand in general. Sticky Situation was fine, I think. Bowser's Dog was good too, so I'm not going to say anything about that. But alright, the President's Shelf. Here is one thing I want to get cleared up about that video. The name is completely misleading. It's a Junior video. I don't care what anyone says, it's a freaking Junior video. Chef Pee-Pee's only in the beginning and in the end when you think about it. Junior is in most of the video, and it's just not. Chef Pee-Pee parts are freaking hilarious, but the Junior bits are just annoying because there are no jokes. There is nothing. There is nothing interesting going on. It's just Junior being annoying. And going, wow, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. That's all it is. That isn't funny. That's just annoying. Add more jokes. Do that. Or visual humor is the best you can do. Visual humor is the freaking best thing about comedy. Sticky Situation had a lot of visual humor. It didn't have many jokes, but it had visual humor. The things he do, he didn't have to say anything, but just by doing, like gluing Bowser's door shut, or Chef Pee-Pee's hand or whatever, and their reactions. But the act itself is funny. Add more humor to humor videos. That's simple. There is almost no humor in the drone. There is no nothing important. There is almost no humor in some of your videos nowadays. The Warp Pipe is not really that humorous. It isn't that great of a video. It's okay, but it's not really fantastic or good or anything. It's okay. You know? Add more humor. Here's another thing I think will be interesting. Add more variety of genres, too. I think that would help you a lot, too. Because lately, all your videos have been is like Junior, like in like regular day situations, but you should add a bit more, not because all your videos are basically comedy, but like, at least you try to make it comedy. Oof. How do I say this? To add humor, you have to like, well, not humor, add genres. You could add, you said you're going to make a video between Mario and Rosalinda. That would be romance. That would be great. I think having a couple of romance videos, like not much comedy, romance, I think that will add a bit of variety. Add some drama. Add drama-based episodes. That would be pretty good. Add some slice of life. Add horror every now and then. Or thrillers, or genres of any kind. Just, like, not always comedy isn't, like, I'm a comedy person. I'm a freaking mastermind of comedy. And, but when I think there's too much comedy, that's not, or attempts of comedy that don't work. Again, I'm looking at the droid. It is not a good example of someone trying to be comedic. It's an example of someone trying something new and not working for them. No. Try adding some more episodes that don't focus much on comedy. I mean, have humor in your videos, don't get me wrong. But add, like, sub-genres into your videos. I think that would be great. It would add a lot of variety, and it would give your videos, like, something more than just plush videos. It's like, it adds atmosphere to your channel. And and your subscriber list will most likely grow in that time. Now let me talk about the good things. I went on to one of the good things, and I went right back to some of the bad things. That's kind of funny. I like. Oh, something you've been doing good lately. You've been using like objects from the Mario games, like in the background. I saw that fire flower and lemonade stand, and I saw a few other things, like the mushroom too. I saw the little hidden objects in the videos, trying to be more like in the games. I like that, because you said you were going to do that anyway. But I like how you played that out. I think that was actually quite clever of you to do. Honestly, I really do. So I like your uses of putting hidden objects in your videos. It's actually, you know what you should try to do? You should choose one hidden item and you put it somewhere hard to see in your video, and then ask for your fans to look for it. That'll be quite fun to do, I think. It would also give your fans a challenge to do. It adds more variety. It just, you know what I'm saying? I think it'll be great if you do that. Again, it kind of adds a hidden challenge to watching your videos. It makes us also more aware of what's going on in the background at the same time. So it might be a good idea. Just a little tip for that. That. Another good thing is you've been toning down on some stuff that's been your problems in the past, like Chef Pee Pee torture porn, for instance. Now, let me say something. I like Chef Pee Pee torture a lot because it's funny. It's like one thing I've always believed in, and it's completely true. You have to think about this carefully, but this is completely true. All humor is based on someone else's pain. But another thing, like, all humor is based on someone else's pain. Chef Pee Pee, like, if Chef Pee Pee is just being, a jerk, that's kind of understandable. But when he really doesn't, like, do anything, he's just in it just for it. Like in Chef Pee Pee Quits Part 1, I understand why Bowser was being mean to him in that video. Because they needed a reason for him to quit. I mean, it's not much of something, but it's something, you know? It's something. It's better than absolutely nothing. In the droid, for instance, there was no reason why Chef Pee Pee, he was just taking a shower. Is that really against, like, Junior's, what's the word? Junior's thing? Like, is that really bad? You know, but you've been toning down on it lately. You have been. You really have. You've been toning down on a lot of torture, actually. So, I'll give you props to that. Another good thing is you've been keeping up with the schedule. Because you've changed it a few times. But you've been, for the most part, you've been keeping up with it. And I think that's a good thing, you know. Oh, and I like your ideas, but they sometimes just don't do very well when you actually attempt to actually do them, or whatever. Because I feel like there were a lot of ideas that could have been 100 times better. This President Shuff could have been better. Could have been a lot better, but it just ended up being a Junior Go to DC video. Nothing special about that. It's just not a good video. So with that said, there's that. Alright, I think I'm ending the video here. But, Logan, listen. If you are watching this, Logan, here are a couple ideas you can use for the future. This is not like movie ideas or show ideas. This is just like ideas in general for your channel. Put a hidden object somewhere in the video, hard to see, and then ask the fans to look for it at the end of the video. I think that will give like some challenge. I think it would be very nice if you did that. 2. Work on trying other genres other than just comedy. Try doing drama, doing some romance. Try doing a tragedy or slice of life or genres. Just add a little bit more variety to your channel. I think it will actually help expand it significantly. And last, keep being the person you are. You are a very kind person from what I've heard and seen. And just keep doing what you do, man. Because you are a great YouTuber. You are one of the greats, in my opinion. Every now and then people hit a slump in their videos. And I think your slump's going right now, honestly. And it happens. It happens to everyone. It happened to me. It lasted for me 2 years. Because this is my 4th channel on YouTube. All my other channels I gave up on because I didn't do something right, or I gave up on the idea or whatever. This is the first channel I'm actually putting all my effort in, and I'm being serious about this. But my slum was all those other channels. It's still up on YouTube too. But yeah, that's it. Just keep doing what you do, man. Godspeed. Hope you enjoyed my my take on the Logan thing lately. Excuse me. And I hope I'll see y'all in the future. Peace.